The Hell House, A Tale of Terror. In the desolate heart of winter 2014, an oppressive unease cloaked the Simpson home in Hanover, Pennsylvania. This house, set against a backdrop of skeletal trees and ice-rimed ground, exuded a menace that broke the monotony of suburban normalcy. Its black and white facade leered beneath a veil of withering frost, lifeless and foreboding, hinting at the malevolence festering within. Deanna Simpson, gaunt from countless sleepless nights, stood as the first fragile thread in the tapestry of horror. Her voice, a trembling whisper, unveiled a chilling truth. "This isn't just haunted," she said, the words cutting through the room like shards of glass. "It's a hell house." Moments stretched like shadows as the camera panned across the eerie interior. Striking contrasts of light and dark rendered each room alien, threatening. The house, silent but alive, waited patiently for its next victim. Nick Petrillo, Fox 43's cameraman, focused his lens, capturing fragments of terror frozen in time, vintage photographs bearing accusatory scowls, and ancient mirrors presenting distorted shapes that seemed alive just past the realm of flesh. An invisible force, like a hot iron thrust against his palm, wrenched Nick's focus to his own pain. The camera jerked violently, blurring between reality and nightmare, allowing only glimpses of rolling black mist and the dark outline of a malign presence in the corner, a shadow with a gaze. "Something's burning me," Nick shouted, his voice muffling the creaking walls. The camera fell, its crash reverberating through the dark corridors. Deanna sprinted to his side, fumbling with trembling hands to uncork a vial of holy water. When its blessed contents met his scorched skin, a sickening hiss filled the room. Steam curled upward into the biting air as the temperature dropped further, forcing their breaths to frost. "It's not just a shadow, it's a torturer. It feeds on fear," Deanna muttered, her words seeping into the marrow of every listener as the shadows inched closer, taunting them from the edges of flickering light. "It's not just a shadow, it's a torturer. It feeds on fear," Deanna muttered, her words seeping into the marrow of every listener as the shadows inched closer, taunting them from the edges of flickering light. "It's not just a shadow, it's a torturer. It feeds on fear," Deanna muttered, her words seeping into the marrow of every listener as the shadows inched closer, taunting them from the edges of flickering light. Through dim, flickering interviews, Deanna and her husband Tom spoke of relentless noises, ghostly apparitions that clawed at the boundary of sanity, and dreams shattered by horrors that walked both the night and day. Their words were bolstered by aging newspaper clippings, their inked print recounting the morbid tale of lives violently claimed within those cursed walls. As the investigative team set up night vision cameras, night embraced the house, suffocating it in dread. In intermittent grainy frames, a massive shadow darted unnaturally, its shape morphing, twisting into something that defied comprehension. It was hideously swift, vanishing before comprehension could solidify. The travel channels, the dead files, chronicled the Simpson story, painting the house in relentless strokes of despair. The footage, stitched with glimpses of darkness filmed by Fox 43, became a mosaic of unearthly terror. Experts whispered theories of unspeakable evils rooted in the property, with the house as a twisted vessel, doomed to entrap innocence within its claws. As the documentary concluded, a black and white image of the home stood under a vigilant moon, its windows dark and unblinking, sentient in their malice. In its final moment, the silent house loomed like a malign guardian of the veil between the living and the eternally damned, leaving thrill-seeking viewers paralyzed with cold, lingering unease.